Welcome to another tip of the week, and today I'm going to talk about virtual servers. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so for again PHP students who are starting to study PHP, and then your PHP teacher said, and you need a virtual server to run PHP, and you go, what? I don't even know what PHP is yet. Well, how do I install a virtual server? That's super complicated. No, there are several applications that help you install a virtual server super easily. So I'm gonna start with them. First, you have XAMPP. XAMPP is multi-platform, is actually my favorite one exactly because XAMPP is multi-platform. Windows, Linux, and Mac. You go to apachefriends.org and that's where you download the XAMPP that's for your operating system. Then you have WAMP server. That's just for Windows, but it's also super good. I'm gonna install one of them because they all work similarly, and I'm gonna show you the installation for one of them. But they all work similarly, okay? So don't worry, download all of them, download the one you prefer, but don't worry because they are super easy to install and work. As a matter of fact, I don't even need to show you how to install. That's how easy they are. But I'm gonna show you because I want to show you a specific detail that I like. The other one is MAMP, and that's for Mac and Windows, and it's also really good. MAMP has a free and paid version. The free version for those who are learning is more than enough. And why is using one of these a good idea, especially for beginners? Because this is going to install here Apache, for instance, MariaDB or MySQL, PHP, Perl. This is already going to install PHP for you, is already going to update your environmental paths, install the server, the database, PHP, and others easily for you without you having to know a lot, and super easily. I'm gonna show you now. I already have WAMP and XAMPP installed, so I'm gonna show you the process of installing XAMPP, and then I'm gonna show you how XAMPP and WAMP work. So XAMPP, I'm gonna click here in my XAMPP installer that I downloaded the right one for my computer. Okay, so here mine is for Windows. WAMP server has 64 and 32 bits, so check that out. MAMP has here free download. You see, also you have Mac, Windows, and so on. Okay, so check out, make sure that's for your system. If you go on your system preferences settings, you'll have information on your system to know which one you have to download. So I'll come here, click twice here. Okay, I'm gonna show you on Windows, but again, installation on the others is just, you follow the same steps that you follow in any other software you're installing. Okay, so I'm gonna click yes here. They're gonna say, oh, you have an antivirus. Don't sweat about the antivirus, just click yes. If you're not on the administrator account, they're also going to tell you that the account might have a problem, but you click OK. I never had a problem actually, but I always work in the administrator account. But don't worry about that, just click OK. Here you click next, then you see everything that's going to be installed. Make sure everything is checked. Great, you see that they're going to install Apache, MySQL, FileZilla, Mercury, Tomcat, PHP, Perl, PHPMyAdmin, all the stuff you need without you having to worry about downloading from this website and that website and all these different places to create a virtual server. Click on next, and this is the detail I wanted to talk to you about, because you can choose where you want this installed. And for instance, I installed mine in my Dropbox. So if you see here at Dropbox, I have this site devs and this VS here for virtual server. That's where I installed my XAMPP. And this is the XAMPP installation. Okay, and why do I do that? Because you're going to have to place your files, save your files, your PHP files you are working on here on this htdocs folder so that you're able to visualize them. And I actually organize a little bit better by putting in this sites folder, okay, so that this is just my websites. I don't have to worry about anything else because this is all, again, installed by XAMPP. So here I don't have to worry if I delete something that I shouldn't have deleted, because here are just my websites. And what happens here is this XAMPP installation gonna work in another computer if I have Dropbox over there? No, because XAMPP doesn't just install this folder. XAMPP installs a lot of other things and environmental paths and other stuff. But what is going to happen is if something happens to your computer and you just did an application that's super hard to do and you lost your HD, you don't lose your work because this was uploading to Dropbox. Okay, that's my reason for placing this here, because it has already happened to me. And so I started, and I work out of Dropbox because of that, because I don't, if something happens to my computer, I don't want to have to lose my work. And again, because it's easy this way, if I have to open my code will be available in another computer from Dropbox, even though I'm going to have to install XAMPP again in that computer and transfer this folder here to the htdoc, to the new htdocs folder. At least my code is all great. And the way you change, you can just write the path here or come here and browse for the folder that interests you. This is also great because you can have more than one XAMPP installation if you want. Okay, so you just install them in different folders. You may need that for some reason. All you click here is next, then choose your language, English or Deutsch. That's German, and I don't know if I pronounced that right. Click next. You can deselect this because this is gonna open information up on Bitnami. Click next, and then after this, setup is now ready to begin, and when you click next, install is gonna begin. And I'm not gonna install everything because I already have this installed, but what's gonna be installed is this you're gonna have all this environment here is gonna be installed. Your environment paths are gonna be changed to reflect this, and so on. And you'll see that the WAMP installation is very similar. This is my WAMP installation, okay? The difference is that while XAMPP uses htdocs as the folder you have to place your web applications in, it uses www, but the idea is the same. And once again, you just place your folders here and you'll be able to work with them. To start XAMPP, usually they're gonna install a icon, okay, on your desktop. See here I have the WAMP server and the XAMPP icon. But if that icon wasn't installed, you come here to the folder where you installed XAMPP, and you see this XAMPP-control. Create a shortcut for that with right click and create a shortcut and transfer that shortcut to your desktop, and that's all you need. And you can just click here. If you click execute as administrator, that's better because you're not gonna get that screen saying, oh, do you really want me to do this? But if you don't, you're just gonna have to click yes on that screen. For WAMP is the same, okay? You see this webmanager.exe? That's the one you have to click. That's the one you have to click to open WAMP. And you can just create a shortcut for that one too. So I'm gonna click here in my shortcut for XAMPP. See here, this opens this control manager. And if you're just working with PHP and you're not working with a database, you just have to click start here. Okay, mine was already working. You just have to click here start in Apache. But if you're working with the database, click here in MySQL start too. So you click start. I'm gonna click start on both. And you come here, and I'm gonna come here on localhost. See, localhost. And what localhost is gonna do is it's gonna bring me to the XAMPP web homepage. The XAMPP homepage is seen by this. Look here in my htdocs folder. I have this index, and this index is the XAMPP index. Okay, and you see that I can see here. I can see this PHP info, and this uses the PHP info function to show you the PHP version and information on your server, okay, and on your PHP and all your environment. And you can come here in PHPMyAdmin, and this gives you a visual interface to manage your database, okay? So here you're going to have your database and your tables, and you can use SQL, or you can use something more visual, create a database more visually. How do I go to my code? Let's check where my code is. Inside that htdocs folder, my code is inside the sites folder. Now I have all these folders with my application. So I'm going to come here to recursos PHP, and I'm going to show you, this is my folder for the resources for my PHP course. And how do I come here? You see that I have an index here, so that's going to be my home page. Simple. I write localhost / sites, because that's my sites folder, / recursos PHP, because that's my other folder. And since I want to go to the home page, I don't have to write anything else. And there you go, my home page. But see here that I have another file here that says test. If I write here test.php, I go straight to that file. So you see, what I need to give is the path from the local host, considering the local host being in the case of XAMPP, the htdocs folder. So localhost would be the htdocs folder and everything that comes forward. Or in WAMP, the www folder. And I'm going to show you that they're exactly the same I'm going to stop here, stop. You can see down here that you have the XAMPP control, and you can right click and see everything. Okay, now everything is red, but usually what's working is on green, and you can stop here, start in this case, or stop. And I'm just gonna quit both. Okay, I had 2 instances open, I don't know why. And I'm gonna open now my WAMP server. So I'm gonna click here on the WAMP, and sometimes this opens. Don't worry, that is super normal. So here in my WAMP folder, I still have that same recursos PHP folder, okay? But see here that this is not inside the sites. So here, I wanna go there again, but I'm gonna have to take away this part of this. I'm gonna have to write just localhost and this here, because this isn't inside another folder. And there you go, same place. This worked the same. If I go to localhost, I have a similar welcome page, and you see here that you have PHP info, PHP my admin, localhost. This PHP my admin is gonna be a bit different. This gives me 2 different choices of database, and that's actually why I have these 2 installed. You come here, and here you go, database. Once again, you have the visual interface, and on WAMP, your administration is here. See that this W is green? Click, and I have all the tools here. Manage my WAMP instead of that little control window that XAMPP has. But you see, they work the same way, and all of them kind of work the same way. And that's a very easy way, especially for beginners, to have all this installed for you. Okay? So I hope you liked the tip, and don't forget to subscribe. Links for my courses on the description, and I'll see you next week. Okay?